What's up, Alpha Chi? So I'm here at Target. I'm going to show you guys all of the beauty products that you guys will want for recruitment. You don't have to go to Target though. You can go to Walgreens, CVS, any drugstore. We have a ton on campus too, like Target Express, but we decided to go to the big one. So come on, let's go. Okay, so first things first, ladies. You gotta get the Starbucks. Okay, so now I'm in the beauty department at Target, and I'm going to give you a couple products that you guys can / would recommend to purchase for recruitment, but also these are products that you can wear day to day, like that you would just want to purchase to wear for fun. Okay, so the first thing I would suggest you guys purchase is going to be concealer. With going through recruitment, you're going to have a lot of late nights. You're going to always be up. Not a lot of people are used to being like 100% all day long, so it's very tiring and very exhausting. And concealer is the magic little thing that God gave to us to make us not look tired. Amazing! Also covers blemishes. So I have two for you guys to choose. They're both from Maybelline. The first one is going to be the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I don't know if you guys have heard of like the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer or like the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This is a really comparable to it, which is really nice. And it's only $5, $5.49, so it's a good deal. I like this concealer because it's really creamy, so it's going to be very hydrating for your under eyes if you guys do have kind of dry skin, as well as it covers blemishes really well. This is more of a full coverage concealer, so if you guys are thinking like, oh, I have bags underneath my eyes I want to cover, or I have like this nasty little thing that's like super red, get this one. And then the second option is going to be, this is my favorite concealer, like my favorite drugstore concealer of all time, is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. Now, Age Rewind, what the heck, I'm not old, but just ignore that part, it's really good. So this is like, what's the difference, Rachel? Why do I have to buy this one versus this one? The nice thing about this one is that it's more lightweight and it has an applicator with it. So within the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, I would suggest either using a brush or a beauty sponge with it, just because it is so thick, because it does have higher coverage. So if you guys don't want to have to purchase a sponge or anything like that, this is going to be a great option. It's also more lightweight, so it's going to feel like you're not really wearing anything on your skin, which is what a lot of people really like. But it is less coverage. You just kind of got to think about that. This one, the small version, is $7.99, so it is a little bit more expensive, but overall it just depends on what you're looking for. They're both going to be good for dry, combination, and oily skin. I would suggest actually maybe this one maybe for oily skin more, but both of them are going to be really comparable no matter what. Just depends on like what kind of feel you're going to want underneath your eyes and under your blemishes. If you want kind of like a lighter, lightweight one, or if you want like a heavy duty one where you know the shade ain't coming off all day. So people always ask me, or people always ask, like, what are the 3 main products you would have every day? Like, if you were on a deserted island and you can only have 3 main products, what would it be? My first one, concealer. We already talked about that. The second one, bronzer, baby! Bronzer! This is so cheesy. I apologize, ladies. So, the first product that I'm going to show, this is my favorite drugstore bronzer. It's so comparable to any sort of high-end bronzer, like the NARS one, the Makeup for Everyone. This is just as good, and it's so much cheaper. So this is the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. So with any sort of like if you're in a drugstore or anything like that, it's gonna have like this little shelf over here, so it's not gonna be in the main areas. It'll have its little compartment by itself. So just keep that in mind when you guys are looking for it. But this bronzer is amazing. It's called Butter Bronzer, and it really is. It's so buttery, it's so smooth, it's so easy to blend out. It's a really great color that's going to match a ton of different skin tones. So if you're really pale, or if you're really dark, like you're nice and tan from the summer, which I'm not, this will go really well with that. So people always ask, like, oh, well, why do I need bronzer? Like, what's the deal with bronzer? Bronzer's really going to, like, make your face have that life back in it. So people have issues with looking, I don't want to say sickly, but if they're all one shade, then it doesn't give any dimension to your face. You kind of just look like, nah, okay. But if you put bronzer on, it gives you that dimension. It gives you that chiseled look, and it makes you kind of like look thinner. It makes you look like you're more awake. It makes you look like you were out in the sun all day, and you're just like nice bask in this bronze glow. It's amazing. So that's the Physicians Butter Bronzer, and I think it's $14, so it is a little more pricey, but it's 100% worth it. You literally can wear it every day. Some days I literally put no makeup on, I just whip on some bronzer and go out the door, and it really just changes your whole life to your face. So this one's really good. If you're looking for like a less expensive one, this is also a really good bronzer. It's the Wet n Wild bronzer, SPF 15, so I mean if you're going to be out in the sun, Get yourself a little SPF. This is really good as well. It's going to be a little more like a cool ashy tone, so you can also contour with it if you want to do that. If people don't know what contouring is, that's fine. You don't have to do it. Just ask me later. So this is also a good one. I believe this is only like $6 or $7. So these are going to be the two. Now with bronzer, you're going to have a way to apply it. So you're going to want to get a brush. You really can use any sort of brush, a big, small, whatever you guys have, you can use. And say like, Rachel, I don't have any brushes. I don't know makeup. This is not what I want to do. This is not my thing. e.l.f. has really, really good affordable brushes. So this is a blush brush, which you can use also for bronzer. Bronzer and blush are kind of hand in hand. And it was only $3. So it's a really, really good, great quality. I have a ton of e.l.f. brushes. I have like a setting eye brush for my concealer that I use all the time. It's only $3. Like, hello, what a deal. So you want to use that. So people are like, oh, Rachel, I don't want to spend all this money. I have to buy concealer and bronzer too. The nice thing about bronzer is that you can share it. I wouldn't suggest sharing the concealer just because it's kind of like near your eye area or near your blemishes, so that has like bacteria with it. But bronzer, totally share. It's really easy. So you're like, oh, well, we can get 10 girls to all share this bronzer. Then it's like, oh, split it up. It's like $2, $3 a piece. What a deal. Or this one's going to be like 50 cents. Maybe less. You know, I'm not really into math right now, people, but it's gonna be it's gonna be good. So, to review, Physicians Formula, butter bronzer, green packaging, get this one. If you're looking at other Physicians Formula, don't get it. If they don't have this one, don't get it. Get the Wet n Wild one. But if they have this one, you want this one. Trust me, 100%, this is the one. But say, you know, kind of tight on money, college student, this is also a really good one. This one's best, but this one's also good. So get this one or this one and get the e.l.f. blush brush. Okay guys, so now we are in a different location. As you can see, we're on some chairs and I have a nice ram behind me. But we're still talking about beauty. Okay, so the third thing is that Kaylee really wants just like a fresh, like really easy, natural look. And this is going to be really great for you guys for recruitment, but also just like day to day. If you were like, oh, I kind of want to look a little nicer. Maybe I have a presentation or maybe there's a cute boy in class and I don't know what to do. Eyeshadow, baby. Eyeshadow. So, this is a really great, affordable palette. I think it's $3. It's from Wet n Wild. It's the 380B Walking on Eggshells palette. I actually heard about this from one of my beauty bloggers, Estee Lalonde. If you follow her, if you don't, you should. She's really good. And this was in her favorites, and she swears by it, which means I swear by it. So, what's really nice about this is that it was very like straightforward. It says you have your brow bone highlight, you have your crease color, and you have your eyelid color. Now you don't have to use the crease color or the brow bone highlight. I would suggest just using your eyelid color, but it's a really nice kind of champagne-y pink, really neutral. It's gonna have a nice wash of color on your eyes. So it's like a little sparkly, really, I don't know, just like really pretty, basically. And if you want to use the crease color and the brow bone, I would be down for that too. If you're more advanced, it's a good idea because, like I said, with bronzer, you want to like contour your face and chisel out your features. So you want to do the same with your eyes. It's going to give them more dimension. It's going to make them look, I don't know, a little bit more zhuzhed. So they have that all in the palette for you. They also have one of those applicators, so if you're planning on just using the eyelid color, then it has an applicator for you. But say, you know, Rachel, no. So I don't know if you guys know what the word zhuzhed is or you don't. Obviously, Molly Haig does not, and she thinks it's very funny. But you know, zhuzh. Okay, so moving on. So we're going on. So if you want to just use the eyelid color, which is what Kaylee suggests, this is like, you need to do this, or you don't need to, but like, we want to look our best, however So this is the eyelid color, and it has an applicator with it. It has one of those little sponge applicators, so you can just do that. Say, you know what, Rachel, I'm feeling confident, I feel like I can do this. I want to do this crease color. I want to look the best that I can look. Girl, I got you covered. You're gonna need a brush for that though. They don't give you a brush in the palette. So this is an e.l.f. It's called Blending Eye Brush. It's in the white versus the black, and this is only $1. $1 to transform your whole face. Hello, get it? So you take this eyeshadow brush, and I will explain and I'll show you guys how to blend following the video. But then you can use this brush for your crease color. And then what people are gonna be like, what's this like whitish brow bone highlight? Like, what is this? nice thing about a brow bone highlight is really going to define your arch of your brow, as well as you're going to want to put this in your inner corner. So you take your eyelid, you know, put that all around, do the crease, and then you take the brow bone, put it on your brow, and then your inner corner. The reason why you want to put it in your inner corner is it's really going to liven up your face. Like, I feel like that's what I've been saying for all of these products. They really just make you look more awake, but this one really, like they all do, but this one really does as well, especially because when you're tired, your eyes get kind of red and they get kind of foggy and just like, ugh. So when you put the white in there, it counteracts that redness to make you look more awake and more fresh, which is what we all want to look like. Because if you're talking to a girl and then she just is like, oh, this girl looks kind of tired, maybe she doesn't want to talk to me. No, we want to talk to you, girl. We want you in Alpha Chi. Bravo. Bravo. Also, what I was explaining previously is my third and final thing I would bring on Desert Island is mascara. Mascara is amazing. It is literally God's gift on this earth. It is phenomenal, hands down. Like, praise Lord Jesus for bringing us mascara in the tube. So I would assume, I hope you guys would have mascara. If you don't, this is a really good one. It's just the L'Oreal Voluminous in black, or you can get Carbon Black, but really you can get any mascara that you want if you don't have one. They're all going to be pretty similar. You just want one that's going to say like either lengthening or voluminous depending on what you want. If you have really short eyelashes, you're going to want a lengthening one. If you have kind of like medium to longer ones, you just want them to look more full and more awake, you want the volumizing one. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little fun excursion we had. So now we're back at Alpha Chi. And just like pre-warning, or at the end, I guess it's not really pre, but at the end, obviously most of you guys know how to do your makeup. You guys know how to look confident, beautiful, whatever you guys want. These are just for people who are kind of struggling or just like, oh, I have no idea where to start. And plus I had a little while with you guys, so I thought, why not make a fun video? So yeah, so if you guys have any questions, please ask after this video or come ask me after. And also, I will be available in the mornings to help anyone who wants help with their makeup, say they don't know how to put it on, or they just are like, whatever, like, I'll just have someone else do it, well, because I'm really tired. I'm your gal. So just text me, whatever, let me know if you guys need help with it, and I'll help you in the morning. So yeah,